Sober Girls Yoga by the Mindful Life Practice.
I'm going to invite you to come onto your back body, press your soles of feet together, let your knees knock wide, and then connect to your breath. And it's so funny that this is happening right now because I just had yoga teacher training yesterday, and I was saying to someone who's here in the class, they were practice teaching, and we were talking about how the thing about being a yoga teacher is trying to be calm in the midst of chaos. And you're learning these skills so that you can keep calm when things come in your way that don't always go with the plan. And this is the problem right now. And this has not gone to plan. And how can I stay calm when things are not going to plan? Because that's going to happen every day in your life. And these are all tools that we're learning: connecting to the breath, connecting to the moment, landing in the moment, and just breathing your body. And I hope that for the rest of this practice, everything goes to plan. And I'm just going to be making another recording on my computer in case it doesn't go to plan. So Ahimsa is the yama of yoga, which is nonviolence. So how can you move through this practice being nonviolent towards yourself, being nonviolent towards others, being nonviolent towards your space? Take a couple more breaths exactly as you are. And then I'm just going to invite you to bring your soles of feet all the way on towards the mat so that your knees are pointing upwards. And then you're just going to plant through your palms. And then on your inhale, just lift the hips up towards the sky. And then on your exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lifting all the way up. And then exhaling, lowering. And it looks like everyone's frozen again. Okay, good. I walked over, I can see a bit of movement. That's a great sign. Take a few more rounds of breath exactly as you are. Flowing like water. Ending like fire. And then just gently lower all the way down. Bring the knees into the chest. Give your body a nice, soft and sweet little hug. In this hug, connecting to your breath, connecting to the moment. And then take your palms on the backs of the thighs. We're going to slowly rock and roll the length of the body. And then gently come all the way up through rocked legs and all the way back into your tabletop. So you're going to land on your palms. Just shift your knees back in space. Take your knees a bit wide. Bring your toes to touch. And then just lower all the way down. This is your balasana, your child's pose. So I don't even think I told you that in today's practice, we're going to be moving with our bodies and moving with our breath through a vinyasa flow for the first half. And then we're going to be dropping into yin poses for the second half.
So it's called mindful flow and let go. That's our plan for today. Take another breath in exactly as you are. And then gently come all the way up into a tabletop, and we'll move through a few cat-cows. So on the inhale, just arch through the spine. And on the exhale, curl through the spine. And just do a few more like this, breathing in, lengthening through the heart. And then exhale, curl through the spine and tuck the chin. Just do 2 more like this, breath in. And then breath out. 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. And then come all the way through center, land your left palm, reach your right arm all the way up towards the sky. So it's a big expansion. And then we're going to thread our right arm under and land the palm or land the shoulder, land onto the cheek, and then lift the arm all the way up and just hook the hip around the body. So they do have in Bali. So normally I just hotspot on my phone actually, and usually it works. But I think the issue today is that I was trying to film on my phone and hotspot onto my computer. And I don't think my phone could like handle doing both things at once. But they have these little portable Wi-Fi routers in Asia, which are designed to solve this problem basically, because there's so many people that are living and working nomadically, and there's so many places with terrible Wi-Fi. So I have a portable Wi-Fi router that I haven't needed to use in the longest time because I have really good Wi-Fi at my house right now. But I'm gonna have to put that on my to-do list today to go and try and charge that thing up so that I don't have this problem again with our next Zoom class. Let's come all the way back around and just land your left palm and then come all the way back up. And we'll go the opposite way. So you can land your right palm, lift your left arm up towards the sky, take a big breath in, and then thread your left arm under, land onto the cheek, land onto the shoulder, and you can thread the arm around and just hook it near the hip and just breathe your body. Take another breath in. Take another breath out. And then gently unwind, land your right palm, land your left palm. And then what you're going to do is just tuck the toes and lift the body all the way up and back. Find your first downward facing dog. Let your hips be reaching up towards the sky. Let your head rock no to no more tension, and then get it to rock yes. And then leave your left foot where it is. Lift the right leg all the way up towards the sky. Big stretch. Pull the right knee all the way in. You're going to step your right foot between your palms and just rock forward and back. Beautiful. It's really nice to see you all moving. Let's land onto the left knee and then lift the arms up towards the sky. And then move with the breath. So on the inhale, keep the arms extended. On your exhale, just hinge your body forward, reach your arms back, and then move with the breath. So I think the most obvious interpretation of the practice of Ahimsa is like probably things that I think none of us do. Like, I don't think any of us, well, you know, I don't know. But I think a lot of people hear Ahimsa and they're like, okay, I've never beat anyone up, so that means I'm not violent, I'm non-violent. Take 2 more breaths. Good. And then on your last one, lift the arms all the way up
Exhale the palms all the way down. Leave your left palm where it is. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. And then do some spirals with your arms. You're going to circle it all the way back and then reach it up overhead. Just do a few more like this, circling it all the way back and then reaching it up. 2 more. And then do a last one, lift it all the way up. Take the palm onto the sacrum and then maybe you kick the foot back and take it into a quad stretch. So your left foot kicks back. Take one more round of breath. And then release your left foot, take your right palm forward, and then just walk your fingertips back, lengthen over the right leg. Hanging out here for 3, for 2. Good, and then on 1, take your hands all the way forward. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, step the right foot back to meet the left, and then move through a flow or just go straight up to your down dog, taking a few breaths. Letting the body find the middle, the mind find the moment, and then seeing if there's wisdom in the middle. And wisdom in the present moment. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, my microphone just died. This is so fun being the tech person. Okay, take the left leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Good. And then pull the left knee all the way in. Step the left foot between the palms. And you're going to rock forward and back. So rocking forward and back. Amazing. And now eventually you're going to land your back knee, so land your right knee and then lift the arms up towards the sky and see if you can flow with your breath. So on the inhale, keep the arms up, and on your exhale, hinge back. Good. Can you move slowly? So like you're moving through water. Yeah, very good. Nice. Good. Just do a couple more flows like this. Good, just doing one more. And then just exhale, take your palms all the way down, plant your palms alongside your foot, leave your right palm where it is, lift your left arm up towards the sky, and then you're gonna take some big circles with the arms, so circle all the way back, and then all the way forward. So anyway, what I was gonna say a moment ago is that I don't think I can walk away from the phone actually, because I don't have a microphone anymore. So what the culture that I grew up in was like a culture of gossip. You know, you go to the shopping market and there's People magazine and the National Enquirer. And when I went over to my Nana's house, she had like all of these magazines on the table, and that was what we would read. And we would talk about what celebrities were doing, you know, the mistakes they made. There were pages that shamed their bodies. Take one more breath, just circling the arm around. And then land the left palm on the sacrum. And maybe you kick the right foot back, taking it into a little bit of a twist. So kicking the foot back, grabbing hold of the foot. So anyway, I think even if we don't mean to, this stuff like subconsciously permeates us and it impacts who we are and it impacts how we move through the world, right? So we become more judgmental, we become more gossipy. But the impacts on this, I really didn't understand until I discovered yoga. And what I realized that the impact on this is that it makes you more anxious, right? If you gossip about other people, then you think that other people gossip about you. So then you become more anxious about how you're perceived in the world. And so really, when you're causing harm by gossiping, you're really just causing harm to yourself. Take one more round of breath in that twist. And then just bring your palm all the way forward and frame the foot, and then walk your fingertips back, lengthen over your left leg, come into your half Hanumanasana, your Ardha Hanumanasana. So your leg is lengthening all the way back. Nice. So I wonder if you can relate to any experiences like this. How does that kind of culture impact how you move through the world? How does it impact how you move through your yoga practice? And how can you be a bit less violent? Take one more round of breath where you are, and then walk your fingertips all the way back forward. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. Good. And then step the foot back and move through a vinyasa flow. So you can lower the body all the way down, lift the heart up, and then come all the way back to a down dog. Pedaling out through the feet. We're going to move through one more standing flow before we drop into stillness. So this time I'm going to invite you to take your right leg up towards the sky. This is a three-legged dog. And you might bend through the right knee and stack the hips. So you reach the right toes over towards the left. Maybe you flip your dog. Good. Nice. You're very close to the edge. Yeah. And then come all the way back around to your three-legged dog, taking the right leg up towards the sky. And then stepping the right foot all the way forward. Coming up to your crescent lunge, and then take it open to your warrior two. So take your right arm forward, your left arm back. You know, I have to tell you something funny I was just thinking about, which is that up until very recently, I think the choice of yoga retreat centers to not have Wi-Fi was like very intentional. They're like, we want people to like disconnect from the world. You know, we don't want them online. But the reality is that in the past 3 years, there's a lot of yoga teachers who have a career like me, where they really need Wi-Fi to work. And it's funny how the world has changed so significantly in the past 3 years. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of yoga teachers who are leading these events actually need access to a connection for this kind of work, right? Because we all went so digital. Okay, can you guys still hear me even if I'm all the way on my mat? Yeah, beautiful. Amazing, got some good thumbs up. Okay, great. So let's take an inhale, reverse the warrior, take your right arm up, and then bring your right elbow all the way on towards the right thigh. Nice. And then do this a few more times, moving with your breath. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale the elbow onto the thigh. Keep the bend in your right knee as you do this. Just do 2 more flows. Good, and then a last one, inhale, reverse. Exhale, come all the way forward. And then press through both feet, lift all the way up. Lengthen through the right leg. Reach the right arm all the way forward. Keep your right arm alongside your right calf. Lift your left arm up towards the sky. And then maybe you just shift weight onto your right foot and right fingertips, coming up into your Ardha Chandrasana. Floating on one hand, and maybe using your block. Blocks are our friends. Nice. They help us find support, steadiness, balance, ease. Good. Take one more breath. And then come all the way up to stand with your left foot alongside your right. Take your palms into heart center. Find this mountain moment. In this mountain moment, connect to your breath. And then flow through the opposite side. So take a big inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky, look up. Good. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Take your inhale, halfway lift. And then take your exhale, lower all the way down, plant the palms, just step all the way back and move through your flow. Good. And then you're going to bring your body all the way up into a downward facing dog. And we're going to move the opposite way. So take your left leg up towards the sky. This is a three-legged dog, ekapada, or one-legged dog, depending on how you see it. We had this conversation yesterday on yoga teacher training. Pull the left knee all the way in, step the left foot between the palms, and then lift your body all the way up and open to a warrior two. So you're going to land your back heel, take your left arm forward, your right arm back. Beautiful. Nice. And then move a little bit with your breath. So take an inhale and reverse the warrior. And then when you exhale, come all the way forward, elbow onto the thigh. Good. Just do this a few more times. Moving with your breath. Good. Two more. And then last one, inhaling. And then exhaling. Good. Come all the way forward. Land your left elbow onto your right thigh. Just stay for a few moments. Left elbow on the thigh, right arm reaching up. And then we're going to press through both feet, lift the body all the way up, and then lengthen through your left leg. Reach your left arm all the way forward. Take the left arm alongside the left calf. And then maybe you just shift weight onto your left foot, left fingertips. Keep your right arm reaching up towards the sky, your left leg behind you. You can hold onto a chair. You can hold onto the wall, the windowsill, whatever supports you. Feel free to reach for it. And then eventually just bring your body all the way up to stand, landing your back foot alongside your front foot. Bring your palms together. Find this mountain moment at the front of your mat. Leave your left foot where it is. We're going to lift up to our right tippy toes and just open the right foot to the side. Plant the foot on the ankle, the shin, maybe up on the thigh. Take your palms together. Find this mountain moment. And then land the right foot. Let's go the opposite way. So take our left toes to the side, open the knee, Land the foot on the inside of the shin or the ankle or the thigh and just connect the palms together, close the eyes, take deep breath. We'll take one more round of breath. And then just land the left foot all the way down onto the mat. Good. We're going to take an inhale and then lift the arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, fold all the way forward. Take an inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, lower all the way down, land the palms, step back, move your body through a flow. Coming all the way up to your down dog. And from your downward facing dog, I'm just going to invite you to land the knees onto the mat in front of you. Good. And then walk your hands all the way forward, coming into what's called anahatasana or puppy pose. So your arms are going to come all the way forward. Yeah, you got it. Nice. You got it. And your hips are reaching up towards the sky. So this is anahatasana. This is a heart opener. And it's also a really good variation if you have any injuries or issues on your wrist and you can't quite do you can't quite do any thing on your wrists. This is a really good opportunity instead of downward facing dog. So funny how our lives get so reliant on having access to the internet. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I'm still trying over here. I'm trying to pull up my I'm trying to pull up some poetry that I wanted to read you. But I'll tell you instead about our hearts a little bit. So our heart is the middle energy center, the middle chakra, the fourth chakra, and it's the color green. And when our heart has been broken, when we're grieving divorce, death, heartbreak in any way, and heartbreak can be more than just these things. Last year, when I went to Mexico and I had COVID and I couldn't lead my yoga retreat, that was heartbreak. That was heartbreak. And when you're experiencing heartbreak, it's like your whole heart just shuts off. You start curving inward, you start folding forward. And how do we open our hearts? By doing heart opening poses in asana like this. And there's a real physical connection. Take one more breath where you are. And then just gently walk your body all the way forward. We're going to do one more heart opener. So you're going to come all the way onto your belly this time. So just come all the way forward onto your navel. Yeah, you got it. Oh, my demonstrators are doing it. You're going to bring your elbows underneath your body. This is called Sphinx pose. And this is another heart opener that's going to open up the upper part of the heart, the upper part of the spine. And just settle your gaze, let yourself find a good key point, and you close your eyes. Connect your breath. So my students were saying that they wanted to see how I run a Zoom class. And I must say that normally I do a lot of yoga, but I feel like I have to stay close to the phone because like anything could happen right now. So I want to make sure that people are still seeing me and moving. So normally I'm more on the mat and less standing, but want to stay with you guys as well. Beautiful. Take deep breaths into your heart space. And one last thing, if you want to take this even deeper, what you're going to do is press the palms onto the mat and take your hands a little wide and then extend through your elbows. You got it. Yeah. So just press through your arms, extend through your elbows, lift up. Beautiful. This is called seal. And this is a deeper expression of Sphinx. Nice. Good. Stay where you are for just 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. Good. And then take the last one. And then slowly lower all the way down and just land with your elbows onto the mat. You can rest your forehead on top of your elbows. Just connect to your breath. Take deep inhales and exhales. Find a moment. See how it feels to have your whole spine realign. Good. And then just take your palms underneath your shoulders, lift all the way up, find your downward facing dog. And from your downward facing dog, we'll do one more posture. We're going to take our right leg up towards the sky. Ekapada, Adho Mukha, Savasana. And then pull the right knee all the way in, lay the shin across the width of the mat and snuggle the knee back. Good. This is pigeon. Yeah. And you can come all the way forward. You got it. You're making this 7 with your body, with your legs. Yeah. Yeah, you got it, Jackie. Nice. And then just bring your hip all the way down. So you're slowly lowering all the way down. Yeah, good. Nice. And if this feels like it's inaccessible for you, like if you have any pain in the knee, I'm just going to show you another way that you could do this. So you can also totally come up your back and cross the ankle on the spine, flex the toes, and then hook your palms around your shin or your thigh. So that works too. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. And then just land your left foot. Land your right foot. Oh wait, I lied. You guys are all on your front side. I'm the only one on my back. Press through the palms, come all the way up to your down dog. And then I'll invite you to just come into this the opposite way. So taking your left leg all the way up and then bringing it all the way forward, laying the shin across the width of the mat. Good. Snuggling all the way forward and just getting restful if you can. So I think the only important thing in life is connection and community. I was telling my group the other night that when I did my yoga teacher training at this facility in 2017, I did a 300-hour training, and there were 30 people on the training, and there was very little facilitated bonding and connection. I was very lucky that I had roommates on that training, and I chose roommates just because it was cheaper. But it ended up being the way that I made some very close friends. And we do all these things because we're here to make friendships. We're here to make connections, right? That's why we're all on Zoom together when we could just be doing an on-demand yoga class. It's because we desire connection. So in what ways can you keep connecting? Take one more breath. And then come all the way up to your down dog. And we're just going to land the knees on the mat and sit the hips back on the heels. And then send your legs all the way around. You're just going to bring yourself all the way towards your Savasana. And if there's any last postures that you want to do before your Savasana, like a little twist or something, go for it. If you're desiring connection, I highly recommend getting into the Mindful Life Practice Slack group. And the super cool thing about Slack is that you can actually make your own channels in it, like unlike WhatsApp, which is just one kind of big chaotic situation. In the Slack group, you can make a little channel. So Erin, who is with us in Vancouver, oh no, she's in Seattle, she's not in Vancouver, but she's coming on the India trip for those of you that are coming to India. And she just made a Slack channel the other day called Pets of the Mindful Life Practice, and everyone's sending their pets in. And it's really cool. So if you want to get inside that Slack group and connect with people, go for it. When you're ready, just slowly coming into your Savasana. And in your Savasana, please think of 3 things that you're grateful for. I know for all of you in North America who are joining this class, you guys are ending your Tuesday. It's Tuesday night for you. You've had a full day of life. What are some things that you're grateful for? And for those of us in Bali, we're beginning our day. Couple minutes more. And I'm going to bring you back in a moment when the time is up. When you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. And may your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground, and carry on. When you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground, and carry on. Carry on, carry on. Give your fingers and toes a little wake up wiggle. Take a nice long stretch from fingers all the way through toes. Pull the knees into the chest, give your body a nice little hug. And then just gently come all the way up to seated with your palms at your heart center. And I just want to take a moment of gratitude for all of you for going with the flow when technical issues have arisen. because that really shows that you are living yoga if you're able to go with the flow and be present in the moment. Close this practice with an intention, and it's an ancient but original intention. It's been passed from heart to heart through thousands of years. And it's that our practice remains steady, our efforts remain continuous, and that our yoga helps and heals, and it serves and it benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe. May they be happy, may they be healthy, may they be free, and may the thoughts and the actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. And let's just seal with an Om sound. We're going to breathe in and breathe out and breathe in to make an Om. So take a big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Thank you all so much for being here. Very grateful for your presence, your commitment. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being here. Let me see if I can turn this volume up. How was that? Is that okay? The Wi-Fi?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Good.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
Good. I'm glad it worked in the end. That's really good.
It was a good lesson in how to improvise and how to make things happen, right?
Yeah.
So annoying because I had everything all set up here and like ready to go, and then
We're used to it, Alex. We were saying when you froze at one point that we've all lived through that for the past 3 years. So yeah, yeah, freezing people and people cutting out. So it was fine. I think it worked fine. And it was really nice to see your yoga teacher training students in the background.
Yeah,
Hi, everyone.
that's awesome.
Amazing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
It was great to be here. Missed all of you. It's been really nice.
My mom.
Oh,
Say hi.
Hi, everyone. Yeah. And you know what? By the way, that pet channel is so cute. It's so nice to see everyone's pets. So
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Aaron messaged me to say, is it okay with you if I make a pet channel? And I was like, absolutely. It's
great
awesome.
idea.
If anyone has other ideas of channels, feel free. Totally open to all ideas.
Awesome.
Now I need to get
Sounds good. Yes.
Now you need to get a pet. Well, I have one that you could have, Princess.
Oh no, you need to keep your pet. Okay. Bye, everyone. Keep well.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. See you all soon.
Bye,
Take care.
guys.
Bye.
What? She wasn't there. No. I haven't seen Carrie in a long time, actually. I miss her too. She's in
Thanks,
my
Al.
bye, Darlene. Thank
See
you.
you.
See you soon.
Yes, see you soon. Okay.